in the semester. It changes later. Just we'll go with the flow. Fibroblast is a cell, right? So we're going to be looking for a nucleus because you can't make out the cell membranes here. So basically what we normally do is we normally choose a nucleus that's close to these fibers there, right? But we only want one cell. So if we label a nucleus, guess what you tell me? Write it down, guys. If you see areolar connective tissue and we put an arrow on a nucleus, what do you call it? Page 40, number 7. Page 40, number 7. Fibroblast, fibroblast. We have no other cells. So, and don't call it a nucleus because look, guys, on page 40, under number 7, do you guys see nucleus there? Does anyone see nucleus on page 40, connective tissue, number 7? There is no nucleus. So don't give me a nucleus because I am not going to give you a point. I will give you a point if you tell me that is a fibroblast. You with me? I will give you a point for a nucleus if it's under the little thing under epithelial tissue. What do you mean? Well, sometimes. Listen. I just want you guys to really pay attention to the list here. Like, just do it. Do what's on the list. And don't make things complicated for yourself. Awesome. So that's a fibroblast. Now, there's 2 types of fibers in areolar connective tissue that we want you to know. The first one is called collagen. It's just this thick ribbon. See the thick ribbon here? That's it. All this lovely. Okay, everybody, let's go. Show me the collagen fiber. Let's go. I want to see collagen fiber. That's it. If you like the thing, great. If you don't, give me some markers. Yeah, there we go. Collagen fiber. Now, be careful. It's the thick part. Yep, it's the thick. Looks like a ribbon. It could be dark pink. It could be dark purple. Ribbon. Thick. Makes sense, right? Collagen is the thickest fiber. Now, let's go to the second type of fiber you need to know. It's very easy. Shocking no one, elastic fiber is the line that looks like a marker. Line. Elastic. That's it, people. Elastic. One line. Not thick, one line like you drew it with a marker. All right, are you guys ready? One more thing, ground substance. Ground substance for connective tissue is basically holds things together if it's a solid, right? So the ground substance for this, I believe it's hyaluronic acid, but let me double check. Actually, literally, I'm checking with the internet. Areolar connective tissue. Am I right? I'm not looking. Ground substance. I'm pretty sure it's hyaluronic acid, but let me see. Oh, somebody knows. Let me go see. Hold on. I'm coming back. I lost where I was. All right. Is it hyaluronic acid? Okay, I thought so. See? I know stuff. Anyway, so the ground substance then does not, except for one slide, the ground substance doesn't pick up a stain. So what that means is if I point to a space, what do I want you to tell me this is? Remember, it's not going to pick up a stain except for one example. So this is going to be the ground substance. That's it, ground substance. So again, I don't want you to tell me what the ground substance is. Why not? Because it doesn't say it. It says ground substance. So if you say ground substance, you have the point. But if you want the point for lecture, and you got to tell me hyaluronic acid. All right, guys? That's it. Awesome. Okay, are we ready? The questions I can ask you are on page 40, number 7, connective tissue. This is called areolar connective tissue. It's very obvious. There is no mistake in this for anything else. Okay, guys, are you ready? Let's do this. What is this? Go. Don't tell me nucleus. I will cry. Fibroblast. How do I know? It's on page 40. It's in a list. It's right there. Fibroblast. Fibroblasts are cells in connective tissue that make collagen. They make elastic fiber, and then they make the reticular fiber. All right, guys, ready? Are you ready? What is the... Gosh darn it. What is this? Go. What is it? Look on your list. You have 4 things. What could it be? Collagen fiber. Not a fiber, not collagen fiber. All right, awesome. That's what I want. Go. Now, are you ready? What is this? Go. It's on the list. I only have 4 things. What in the world could it be? Elastic fiber. Okay, you see where I'm going with this, guys? Sorry to interrupt, but I just wanted to announce the notification does not stop learning. I'm currently on the highway. Aww, Kristen, you just want a pat in the back. And what's a vacation? I'm sorry. What is that again? I'm sorry. Can someone explain that to me? I think I'm not. I believe it's an English term. Something about resting. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But I believe it's a thing. And if you are on this thing, congratulations. The mini weekend getaway. Wait, mini weekend getaway. I believe mini weekend getaway. Sorry, guys. I know. I'm like, wait, what's sleep? Let's just go back. Exactly. Weekend. Wait. We're all so confused. Yes. You should enjoy yourself, and thank you for participating. Exactly. I'm sorry, but when did we actually have a week? I believe that we haven't had different days for a year. Okay, Jayo, guys, let's do it. Awesome. We did it. That's great. Stay at home and drink. You guys are awesome. All right. I know it's been like since our class, we're still in the same class. Oh, Sophia, we feel for you, girl. All right, guys. I don't love this picture, so I'm just gonna move on. Just because they're collagen fiber. Well, this is good. A. What's A? I like A. I'm good with A. Ready? It's janky. You just made fun of me. That's what my son's supposed to do. All right, awesome, guys. Fibroblast. That's right, because it's a nucleus, but you can't tell me nucleus because I want fibroblast. Awesome. If I don't like something, I'm just gonna skip it, guys. Hold on. Yeah, I don't like this at all. What's this? I like this. The other one I didn't like. I just thought that's a bad example. What's this? Elastic fiber. I mean, this is a good example. Elastic fiber. Yeah, I just think the other ones are very, very small for collagen, and they could have chose a better one. But whatever. All right, awesome. Good job. So we did that. So here's another example. It's the same thing. This is a great example, right? Because you've got fat ribbons, collagen. You've got the thin lines, elastic fiber. You've got the ground substance, everything in between. That's basically white. Yeah, this is a pretty image. So, all right, awesome. So we are going on to the next type of tissue. It is adipose connective tissue. Okay? Awesome. This is, yeah, exactly. Unfortunately, I don't choose the image, but they do have good images. I will tell you they do. And like I said, I'm going to check it over to make sure it's not janky. If something's janky, I'll be like, hey, can you use this image? Yeah, exactly. We want it easy to identify. Like, we don't want to be like, they are drinking heavily and have chosen something that reflects their vision right now. Like, that's not what we're going for. Yeah, it's not. And I know it's hard. When you see the test, you'll see that we aim for as clear as possible. Don't be afraid. I know you're afraid, but when you see the test, you'll feel better. All right, guys, let's go on. Let's go. So remember that they're under loose connective. So connective tissue proper. There's loose connective tissue and there's dense connective tissue. Loose connective tissue consists of areolar connective tissue and adipose connective tissue. I'm just adding a little bit of lectures, flavor into this. Adipose connective tissue is going to be number 8 under connective tissue under page 40, right? So you want to just do that. Basically, there's a couple of things I want you to notice. One, these cells look white. They look white not because there's nothing in it, but because they don't pick up a stain because they're fat. So all of our cells are polar and the staining is polar. Yes, so it's fat, but technically it's triglycerides, right? Triglycerides are the fat, how we store our fat in adipocytes. Now, but again, I haven't labeled anything yet, so hold on. I'm giving you an overview so that you understand before I start labeling stuff, right? Because technically fat's not on our list, so I'm not there yet. So I want you to notice that each of these are a cell. That's a cell, blah, 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 cell. Okay, right? No problem. Now, we do have the nucleus that they want you to know. But the problem is that inside the adipocyte is something called the fat vacuole. And the fat vacuole has the fat, but it pushes everything to the side of the cell membrane. So all of these dark areas are actually nuclei, but let's see if I can do this. There we go. Nuclei. And they look like they're outside of the cell, but they're not, right? They're just smushed. Like this one here is nuclei for that cell. So those are nuclei, but they're just smushed to the cell membrane because the fat vacuole pushes everything to the side. Okay, so with that being said, we are going to, and I'll make sure that this happens because it needs to. It's very hard to tell otherwise. So because notice that in that list, there are 4 things we want you to know. Adipocyte, fat vacuole, nucleus, ground substance. We're not asking for the cell membrane. So be careful here, guys, right? So here, I'm going to ask for the adipocyte like this, right? Is that the cell membrane? Yes, it is. Do I want to know the cell membrane? No, I don't. So if you tell me that's the cell membrane, I won't give you a point because it's not on my list. And the reason for that is that I am going to point to the inside of the cell for the fat vacuole. Got it, guys? And how do we know that? Because I don't ask for the cell membrane. In that way, there's no confusion, right? So is the first line a cell membrane? Yes, it is. Am I asking for it? No, it isn't. So you're going to tell me that's the adipocyte. CYTE means mature cell, fat, adipocyte. And then the middle part of all these cells are the fat vacuoles. Fat vacuole, da, da, da. And then the nuclei, again, we're just going to point to a little black thing there, and you got your nuclei, okay? Or nucleus. And then, this is tricky, so I want to show you a different picture. Ground substance is between these cells that are smushed together. And hold on, we're going to come back to it. But so this is a good picture for the ground substance. You guys see that? So that's not a cell. That's space in between the cells, and that's the ground substance. Got it? Go ahead, Gloria.
So in our lab book on page 44, where they have the adipose connective tissue, at the very top of the picture, there's like a little pink area. Is that ground substance?
That is correct. That is correct. So you can notice that nothing takes up a stain except that area. That's it. Awesome. Good job. All right. So, yep, that's it. We really want you to notice just the things that you need to. Okay, guys, are you ready? Where are we with these questions? Page 40, connective tissue, adipose connective tissue, number 8. What is this? Look at your list. Adipocyte. Yes. Adipocyte. I'm not asking for cell members, so don't tell me I can't give you a point. Adipocyte. How do you know it's in the list? Awesome. Now, what is this? Look at the list. Tell me what it can be. Again, because I don't want to be confusing, that's what I'm going to make sure happens. That we're not going to confuse fat vacuole with adipocyte, right? You want to call this the fat vacuole, guys. Don't call it the adipocyte. Because otherwise we can't make a distinction if we just put an arrow in the middle. All right, awesome. And again, I'm going to check the exam, make sure that the stuff we talk about is supported in there, okay? All right, awesome. Now, let's go ahead and look at, here. What is, I actually really like this one. What is, hold on. Yes. Now, hold on. What is that? You can see it's pointed right at it. Nucleus. So you got to study this because normally our nuclei, like if you think about the simple columnar, it's a really nice circle. It's so big and so pretty. This is smushed to the side. So you got to study this so you're not confused by it. So what is that thing? It's the nucleus. Yes, it is. All right, and then one more. Gloria, go ahead.
Another question.
No, go ahead.
So, because I'm trying to identify them on the image that we have in here too, so we could study based off of that.
Yeah, go for it.
Nucleus on the left-hand side of the adipose tissue, like towards the bottom, that little circle. Or is
I think we would say, so where I say, when I look at this image on page 44, I would go to the very right, and it looks kind of like the tip of a pencil, that adipocyte that has ground substance to the right and left, and then that dark part at the bottom of it. Do you see what I'm saying?
The pointy one?
Yes, exactly, the pointy one. So
okay.
It kind of looks like this, and then there's ground substance here, and then I would go with that, right? Just like that. So sometimes there are things like, is this something like, for example, in interphase and prophase, you really want to make sure that when you're looking at interphase that you see that clear nuclear membrane, and then when you're looking at prophase, you don't have a nuclear membrane. So those things are going to be really important to distinguish it. We try to find the example that is really as clear as possible. Jaya, what can I do for you? Oh, no question? Question? Yeah, no. Yes, no. So an example here, which is kind of similar to what we saw there. Here's another example for nucleus that's similar to the book, only inversed. It's kind of like upside down. All right, awesome. Is that the same? No, it's not. All right, Christina, go for it. Do you have a question? No? Quick question? Anybody?
Sorry, I couldn't figure out how to unmute it. Okay, so too much. This image that you're showing us, is this something that we would see on the test, or?
Yes. Now, how do you know that? Because it's on page 40, connective tissue, number 8, adipose connective tissue.
Yeah, so you know how, like, in our book, it has certain images on, like, of the 400 times, whatever?
Yes.
Like, I'm just saying, like, should we study based off those images, or just research on a bunch of adipose tissues?
I see what you're saying. So the first thing I would do is I would go to lessons, and I would go to the histology images, not for the assignment, but for the exam images. So if you go to, and let me just kind of see where it is here. So if you go back to lessons, right, in Blackboard, and you scroll down, then, okay, we go lesson 1, 2, 3, you gotta go down. After lesson 9 is a slide or a folder that says images of lab models and bones, and then image of dissected eye, sheep, and cat. So take a look in those images for let's see, skin and bone tissue. I'm just looking to see if they have any slides. Images of cell model. So images of, no.
No, I understand what you're saying. It's a whole folder.
Yeah, exactly. You're like,
I got you. Thanks.
So, good. I just want to make sure they should be in here. Go to these first. But the ones I'm showing you, as you can tell, are, you can definitely look at the ones that, like, Gloria's looking at her text in her lab manual, and she's adding everything to that. So she's got something to study from directly, right? And that's a good thing to do, right? I try to give you the most common possible examples, and hopefully we have some more images. I would always use the images on Blackboard. That's my take-home message. Okay, guys? But again, we do try to use images that are very clear regardless of where you get it from. Okay, so very quickly, guys, are you ready? A. What's A? All right, guys. Number 8, what could that be? Nucleus. Awesome. Nucleus. Good job. All right, and then B, right? This is very clear. We want you to know what this substance is on the inside. Yep, fat vacuole. Awesome, that's it. Good. And then what do I have? And then that's it. All right, excellent, guys. So that is adipose connective tissue. Why don't we take a quick 5-minute break? How do you guys feel about that?